and welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you found it. And if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Julia, and I am with Julia Sue's Stamping. I'm passionate about stamping, coloring, paper crafts, making cards. Most of all, I'm passionate about sharing the fun of doing all of that with you. Today, I'm so excited to share with you a card I created using the Friends for Life stamp set with the coordinating dies. Also, I used the Full of Life Designer Series paper. All of these go so well together and make really fun cards. I live in Northeast Ohio, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so everything I use is Stampin' Up! If you decide to use me as your demonstrator, thank you. I truly appreciate your support of my small business. It means so much to me. Well, let's dive right in. The stamp set being used for this card today is the Friends for Life stamp set, and it has coordinating dies. When I have a stamp set with coordinating dies, I like to put a D onto the stamp case so I remember. And the die we're using for this one is this word friend, and that's what we're going to be using. To start off, we're going to use a sturdy shaded spruce cardstock for the base of this card. And I like to add a little bit of basic white layer inside if the card is dark for easy writing. So here we go with a bit of basic white to go inside. And using the adhesive, you can use whatever type of adhesive you like. I'm a big fan of the tape rollers, so I have the Stampin' Seal Plus. And I'm going to simply layer that inside the card. I next have a piece of the basic white. Now all measurements are listed on my blog and my website, which is up here. So I've got a piece of basic white, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment on here, and I'm using a Pierce mat underneath to allow a little more give since these are photopolymer stamps. With the shaded spruce ink, I'm going to ink it up. Now I have the words thank you for being a and thank you and for being a are two different stamps. So I put them together, as you can see on here. That's part of the beauty of the photopolymer. You can see just where you're putting things. And now I'm going to stamp that onto this basic white. Oh, that looks great. Okay. I love how crisp that ink looks against the white. Now I'm going to grab a piece of the Designer Series paper that has been cut, and I'm going to slice it in a diagonal. So grabbing out my paper cutter, and I put it onto that line that's going to show where it's cutting, and I've cut it on a diagonal. I'm going to adhere this corner of the Designer Series paper up to the top right corner of the card base. This is going to add a real nice pop of color to the card bottom here. And then I've got this piece of Granny Apple Green that I'm going to adhere to pretty much the middle of that card front. And laying it down. There we go. Excellent. Now I'm going to put this other piece of the Designer Series paper that has been cut on the diagonal on the bottom left portion of the card. Perfect. All right. Next thing I'm going to do is take a piece of the diagonal white ribbon and I'm going to tie it around the front of the card and tie a simple knot. This is really going to help tie the whole design together. And I want it really high up here at the top. I think I might have to try this again. There we go. I think that's better. Oh, excellent. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. Using my paper snips, I'm going to snip that ribbon, cut it a bit. Now I've got this stamped sentiment. I'm going to lay it on top, and I want to center it onto this granny apple green. And the way I'm going to get it on there is with some dimensionals. I think that I want to make sure I miss the ribbon, so I'm kind of eyeballing where that is, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. You can cut them in half if you want. In fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll cut a couple in half to put here onto the side so I don't accidentally get it too far in. And then I'll take just the regular sized ones here on the rest of it. Because it's a little bigger piece, I want to keep it from dipping down, and I'm going to put one in the center as well. Taking the backing off. There, now that has been adhered right into the center. Excellent. I have the word friend here, and I'm going to put some adhesive onto it using the liquid glue. And just a little bit here. You don't have to put the adhesive on all of it, just a little here and there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to angle it so it's just kind of fun. And taking up a big hunk of that white space. And for a little bit of sparkle, I've added a gem from the Faceted Gems Trio Pack with the Take Your Pick tool to dot the eye right into the middle. How fun is that? And there you have it. This is a heartfelt card using the Friends for Life stamp set. It's those little details that really make a card special. And there you have it. A heartfelt card using the Friends for Life stamp set. I hope you enjoyed watching the tutorial. Please be sure you give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.